Dear Kev, thank you for your question. By stingy, I'm assuming that you mean being miserly with not just material resources, but with time, love, and care. Okay, so stingy energy is a type of energy that actually comes from habituation over many lifetimes. The causes of this is that when people or beings needed our help in previous lives, we did not help them, even though we had the means to do so. As a result, they underwent some form of suffering, and this created strong imprints within the mind stream and karma not to give to others. So what's the antidote? The antidote to this stinginess is to do exactly the opposite, which is to develop generosity. This is actually known as one of the 6 perfections within Buddhism. Buddhist practitioners strive to develop these 6 qualities within one's life in order to overcome negative karma and generate merit. Not only does this lead to a better life experience in this lifetime alone, but it also allows us to progress on the spiritual path towards enlightenment. This energy of generosity leads to overcoming and purifying the karma and habituation of being stingy. As His Eminence, the 25th Sam Rinpoche has said, be different, be altruistic, be strange, work for others in response to their harm, raise eyebrows, be generous without agenda. So the key to removing stingy energy, therefore, is to work on being generous. Now, this may be easier said than done for those with strongly rooted stingy energy. But there are many methods within Buddhism to achieve a change that occurs internally. The internal change can then be focused outwardly to create a real change in the life of the person who is stingy, and change in the life of others too. For example, there are many meditations that focus on developing compassion. This helps the development of generosity because when we are more compassionate people, we are also more generous with our time, our care, and our love because we want to alleviate the suffering of the other person. There are also deity practices that help with the development of generosity. For example, the practice of Zambala, who is most usually known as a wealth deity, and also Genze, an emanation of Dorje Shugden's enlightened increased energy and form. What's really important though is that when we engage in prayers or rituals, rather than doing it mindlessly, we should know the benefits of the practice. In the case of Zambala, he is known as the Buddha of wealth because one of the outer benefits of his practice is that obstacles to the creation of wealth are removed. But not many people realize that this happens through the development of generosity. And from the point of view of karma, the more you give, the more you will get in return. Therefore, Zambala should actually be known as the Buddha of generosity rather than the Buddha of wealth. Wealth is simply the outer aspect of the practice, and more important is the inner aspect, which is generosity. Once this inner aspect of generosity arises in the mind, it is made physical through the actions of our body and speech. The true result of Zambala and Genze's practice is therefore the generation of generosity, symbolized by the Bijapura fruit that Zambala holds in his right hand, or the jewel-spitting mongoose that Genze carries. This energy of generosity is what cuts through stingy energy, its causes, and negative habituation out of one's life. I hope this helps. My name is Pastor Khong Jean Ai, and I've been speaking about countering the energy of stinginess. Thank you.